Welcome to Modern Romance. Talk about stupid shit. Love. Okay, we're
Here
gonna
I
talk about
am.
love.
I'm fuck. I was told to talk about a dating app that I recently downloaded. It's called The
Yeah,
Right Stuff.
I
It's
had
for
that too.
people of the right or date right, something like that.
Yeah,
Something along those lines. Right dating is kind of like the idea being it's like if you're not a godless liberal, you download this app and you find someone else who's not a godless liberal and then you fucking meet each other and then go on dates like right wing Tinder essentially. And I downloaded it. I was just curious, right? I waited 2 days for them to verify my account before I sent them an email saying, "Hey guys, what's up?" And they were like, "Well, we'll approve your account, but we want to let you know your photos are all too similar." Well, they are all photos of me, but they did tell me they said take more photos in groups, take more photos doing this and that. And it's just like, man, I don't have very many photos of like me doing a bunch of shit. Not that I don't do things, I obviously do. I just don't usually take photos while I'm doing it. So, yeah, it kind of, it's kind of on me. So, there was that. I used it. It was fine. It's like any other fucking dating app. The only difference is the layout's a little different. So if you want to swipe left, you swipe up like you're on a fucking TikTok video to see the next person. And then if you want to like them, you click the heart button instead of swiping right. That's the only difference. And it seems fine, but it just seems like every other dating app. I'll tell you the problem is with the niche ones, right? And I've used a couple of the niche ones. You run out of people in your area really fast because nobody fucking has the app. You know what I mean? Like I've used religious ones. I've used anytime that it's got like a specific like I'm looking for someone with similar values or whatever, it doesn't usually last long. You got to find those people organically out on the other apps that are for the godless heathens, You got to go on there and find those people. So, I don't know. It's fine. If you're interested in it in the slightest, go ahead and download it and see what it does for you. I mean, it's like every other fucking dating app. You like people, they like you message them. And not a whole lot different from all the other ones. The only difference here is that you can be assured that you're not talking to a liberal. But that's about it.
do
And
you?
regardless, I mean, I live in fucking middle America. I don't really have to worry. I mean, I do sometimes. I've dated a couple of girls that were a little too liberal for my persuasion. There's one girl I dated once. We went out once and I knew it wasn't going to work out. It was just kind of, but I was interested to see what she was up to. I was like, I wonder what she's been doing these past few months, just to check in. Go and look at her Facebook profile. She's got one of those templates on her profile picture. Says "Climate Action Now," and I was just like, thank God. Like I don't need no fucking green energy climate woman in my life. So good on me. I saw a problem coming. Not a fucking someone's gonna get upset at that. Someone always gets upset whenever I say anything. If you like the environment, that's fine. That's okay. If you like the water not being polluted, if you like the air being better for you, that's awesome. I don't fucking care. And I think that most people that pretend to care don't care and they just have a cause that they're getting behind most of the time. Climate change, I don't really think is like a big deal. I don't really believe it to be. I think that governments use the idea that the world is getting hotter to enforce more government control over industry. That's my belief. Um, Even if the world is getting hotter, I think that it's, you know, doesn't necessarily mean it's all man made. Granted, I'm not a scientist, obviously, like fuck, I don't have the credentials to say whatever. But most of the time, if a scientist comes to me and tells me something, I'm like, well, fuck you. I don't really care. Like, so doesn't really matter, I guess. But regardless, um, yeah, right stuff. If you want it, go for it. If you don't, you're not missing out on much. It's not much of anything. I would still highly recommend Hinge over the other dating apps. I think that's the best one. It gives you the most opportunity for a conversation. It lets people it lets people make their shit more like to their personality. It kind of forces you into that, and that's cool. So I'm all for that. You want to use a dating app, use that one. Bumble's all right. You know, that one, Bumble is less pressure, actually. I like Bumble a lot because it forces the woman to say hello to you. All the other dating apps, you swipe right on Tinder, you swipe right on Facebook, all of them, and it's just like anybody can make the first move. Either one of you can make the first move. And so obviously the man is expected to make the first move. Well, here's the problem with that. I'm a fucking retard and my brain gets jumbled whenever I'm looking at a fucking message, like a screen. I'm looking at the message screen. Like, I don't know what the fuck to say to this person half the time. So it's really convenient that Bumble forces the woman to say hello to me and lets me bounce off of that rather than making me say something. Also, I gotta say, fucking all of these women that want to bitch about how men will like them on a dating app and all they say is hey or hey, what's up? That's all I get from women on Bumble. Whenever we match, it's hey and hey, what's up? And I ain't complaining. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with telling me hello. I love telling people hello. But don't act like it's a fucking big deal when someone else just says hello. So that's my only qualm is that it just kind of shows that women are just as brain dead as me. So I do like that. I like seeing that, just knowing that I'm on a level playing field with everyone else. Again, dating apps can be ass, dating apps can be good. It's a tool, just like anything, like a gun or a hammer, whatever you use it for. So be careful, don't get any venereal diseases. Be sure to, you know
Did you have any function issue with the Right Stuff dating app?
not really. I mean, it worked fine. It was just as good as any other app for me. I mean,
Oh, you just started though, right?
yeah, I mean, I've only used it the once. It's like every other one of them. You can only
Yeah,
swipe on so many people before it tells you to stop.
yeah.
So,
So from my experience, so I do have that, right? So again, the reason why Right Stuff is have gotten a little popular than just a niche sort of dating app is again it during the time when like Trump became president and oh conservatives having a hard time trying to find matches because they're conservative. That's why it became popular. I somewhat, but it led to obviously a lot of negative reviews because get it, how dare like, it's that's the sad reality. When something that is so polarized or hated uh, by mainstream, it's gonna be getting a lot of hate or even like left a lot of like bad reviews. Um, from my experience, though, while it's cool to have something that is a little bit of a niche type of dating app like that, from my experience, um, it sadly was the same issue with other dating apps. But my main problem where compared to let's say Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, even Facebook dating, it's honestly a terrible functioning type of dating app. And this is not me saying it as like a hate trying to hate on the dating app. Let's just say it's more room for improvement. There needs to be a lot of improvement with that dating app, and I think the functioning of the dating app has kind of hurt its purpose, other than just the hatred that it undeservedly gets because of get it. Oh, it's conservatives, whatever. It's really because of the function of the app. The function of the app, honestly, is terrible. I found myself when trying to use it even this past week. Um, I had to literally uninstall and reinstall whenever it's like so slow. It's terrible. Honestly,
huh.
it's a pain in the ass. It's annoying, and it's just like I don't know what to tell you. It's annoying. Um, yeah, that's really all I have to say. That it doesn't function well. It's a very slow app. It needs a lot of fixing to do. It needs a little bit of a like helpful it needs a better processing function, just like a Tinder, a Bumble, a Hinge, or so on and so forth. Even OkCupid has a better functioning, even though I don't use OkCupid, or at least a long time ago. I don't have OkCupid anymore, nor do I want to.
Yeah, I remember that one being really weird. I tried using that years ago and I just
Oh
couldn't
my,
get the hang of it. It was just odd. And it was like,
OK.
I remember using OK Cupid for I would go on and I would troll the live thing. There was a live function on OkCupid for some reason. There was a live tab, and
Mhm.
people could just broadcast themselves doing whatever. And there was always fucking the weirdest chicks doing the strangest stuff. And I don't mean sexual. I just mean like see a grandma doing her makeup. You see some woman playing Go Fish in her front room. Just some weird shit. And so I would join and just be like, "What's going on, stupid?" And they'd fucking kick me out. So I mean, like, whatever. I mean,
I
like,
didn't know that was a thing. Like, was that was like literally on your phone or?
it was either OK Cupid or Plenty of Fish or one of the weird ones like that. I downloaded it and then I saw there was a live thing and I was like, okay, I gotta fuck with this, and so I did.
That's funny. We should do. You know what we should do for one of our episodes? We should literally go on Amiga one day and just try to rizz up some girls or whatever. But like, it's gonna be very
I don't know
hard.
what that would solve.
I mean, that'd be funny. I mean, just for a little fun show.
Yeah, that might not be bad though. That
Yeah.
might be kind of fun to think like if we did like a little competition, right? See how many of
Yeah.
these chicks we could give us to give like if their social media or whatever, just be like, how many women can I be contacted with?
Exactly.
Whoever.
That would
And
be a
it's
little fun competition, and I don't know. The winner gets money from each other.
I wouldn't. I'm not paying you anything, but I'll do it for the fun of it, for the
I'll pay
bragging
you for.
rights.
I'll pay you fucking
I don't.
gladly.
I don't want money. I'm just saying, like, but for the bragging rights, absolutely. I'll
Okay,
fucking.
like a little bit of spiritual competition, right? Anyways, but yeah, man, that reminded me of that. Like, honestly, that'd be very cool. But okay, Cupid, it reminds us of a little one of our supposed friends, Mark Canales, dude. He would showcase Omegle with the little our little friend group, and he would showcase all the disgusting rhinoceros fucking women with weird just bios and all that kind of shit. And I'm surprised that with you saying Hinge is like the best app because on Hinge I literally see the most revolting fucking women I ever see in my life.
I don't know. I see a lot of pretty women on there, and I
You're
mean, yeah, there
looking
are a lot of women on there who I'm not interested in at all. But like at the same time, that's the same for every app. The difference being, right? So when you go on Tinder and you swipe, the people that you see are the ones that get the most likes. You know, like they're the ones on top, so they're the first ones you see. So you swipe right on them. With Hinge, I don't think they have a system like that. I think it's just random. I think it's Russian roulette with Hinge, and so you're gonna get all sorts of people from all over the spectrum. You're gonna get 10 out of 10s. You're gonna get 1 out of 10s, and it's gonna be fucking crazy. But I like that about it. You know, you get some
mm,
variety in your fucking life. You don't have to fuck all of them. You don't even have to fuck any of them. You don't even have to talk to any of them. But just go
mm.
on there. That's the advice I would give you is to use Hinge.
Well, I do use Hinge. What I've been doing lately, actually, and I'll tell you something about dating apps. And let's consider this little section of video a little update from the dating app episode that we did. So I took your advice. I did. I used the bios that you said. They're still there. Let's just say this, bro. No real update. Not really,
Okay.
except on the right stuff dating app. Which man, I had that baddie on my she matched with me, and I sent her what you told me. You told me what was it like? What was the stupid like? Let me just pull up freaking our little chat. I'm not gonna show the chat, but this is what you freaking said to me. So I showcased her bio to you, right? And you
Uh
said
huh.
like, oh, if you ever get mad at somebody, you know, message me. Let's see what we can do, right? Um, saw her bio,
Uh huh.
and dude, oh my god, fucking stupid fucking Facebook is so slow. Um, oh my god, I hate that like there's something. Let's a little freaking stupid talk about Facebook now or Messenger. What's with Messenger being so weird now, where like you have to restore old messages or something?
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but I've had that too recently, telling me to restore my messages. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. Boom. Okay. You said to tell her like this is something relating to like what was like her bio. Her
Mm-hmm.
bio was message me. Okay. Will I regret making this? Probably. I'll find out later. And then you said to me to tell her, Um, you told me to send her. You told me to send her. I can bring the regret level down to a minimum, which I sent.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. I
It
mean,
is
you
a
might
good
not have
one, right?
replied, but I have a lot of good lines that work, and some of them don't. And sometimes they don't work. But I mean, that's how you do it. You go based off of their app, their bios, and the things they say, the things in their pictures, because it tells them that you're paying attention.
I
You,
mean, yeah, I do stuff like that. It just what I said before was just saying, hey, nice to match with you. I literally said that before. Um,
you said, "Hey, nice to match with you," to her.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what did it. You
I don't
always
think
do
so.
that. You always act so happy and like, oh my god, I can't believe there's a girl talking to me.
It
Oh
was,
my god, and that's so off-putting. Oh my god, thank you for talking to
whatever.
me. I can't believe that I got your number and we can talk about things. And I hope
If
that
you
we can
think that's
continue our relationship. We can
okay,
like it's the
like
excitement
it could
level,
be the same thing where like maybe again maybe the whole like I could bring them
right?
down a minute. That could be like her like showing off as an ego. You know what I mean?
Right, right. It's because you're ugly and brown and short again, right?
No, no. Well, I'm not. No. Okay. I don't know. Again, and you never know. People can, they'll accidentally match with you, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
they'll work. Again, it could be that
I
scenario.
mean, yeah, that happens sometimes.
So that's what. But again, I'm not saying you're wrong. You're not wrong, right? But it's harmless what I sent. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, but why do you want to come off as harmless?
I don't know, just to be nice.
That's not. I mean, you definitely don't want to come off as harmless. If someone thinks you're harmless, you're not going to be able to defend them in any situation.
I don't know. Well, that's why I said, okay, if it was a problem, then yeah, my fault for sending that first. But again, at the same time, like I don't like. Let's just say this: she wouldn't have unmatched with me if there was not like, let's say, either it was by mistake to match with me because that's normally the case, or because I sent her that other text, and again, may have come off as something that where she thought it was weird. I don't know.
I think that I'm happy to match with you kind of signals the idea that you don't do this. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
if you
like I
say,
don't normally get matches.
yeah.
Hmm.
So if you
Well,
say, hey, I'm happy to match with you, that kind of shows like, oh
no, it's
my
just
God,
hey,
you're
what's
the
up?
first
Nice to
woman I've
match with
talked
you.
to.
I did
You
not
know
say
what I mean?
hi. I'm happy to match you. I did not say that. You,
Okay.
you're
What'd you
mixed. No,
say?
I said hey, nice to match with you.
Okay. Well, great. I don't know, man. Fucking take it however you wanna, I guess.
No,
Like, it's your life.
whatever. But listen, you're not wrong. I do think at the most cases though, like because again, if ever I get matched with a girl, maybe on Tinder, and this was a few years ago. I mean, I used the same thing before, right? Hey, nice to match with you.
Mm-hmm.
A girl would message like, "Hey, hi, how you're doing," or whatever. I'll say whatever. Not much, just chilling, whatever. It's just typical dialogue. So it's not like that's like like women. If I have matched for some reason, they would not like care about like just they would not think that's like a weird message. So, well, again, yes, I have eventually they would have matched because like either they're bored or whatever they found something better. I'm not sure. Okay, or maybe it was an accident they matched me. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It just sucked that that baddie unmatched with me though. Like she was hot as fuck. Maybe she's like
It happens, man. Fucking.
it's
I
not
don't
the
know what to tell you. I've been on dates with plenty of hot women that weren't interested afterward. It is what it is, man. I don't have the answer to keep a woman's attention forever, but I
mm,
mean, you know, I
it is.
fuck it.
It is what it is, though. Hey, at least you try to help, man, which I appreciate, man.
For sure.
All right, but yeah, but the right stuff. I mean, I think that's the crazy thing. I matched with one other chick. This was weeks ago though. So I would say the right stuff. I had some success. It just they unmatched immediately after, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. Um, hey, I don't know, but yeah, Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Facebook dating use the same bio. Um, Not much like. I actually take this back. Facebook dating, little success in terms of matching with people, but it doesn't mean like they would plot like they like will say hi, but then at the end, after that, it just like they basically go ghost. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I will agree with you when you say Facebook dating. Maybe if you just let's say, um, for some if you don't keep your options too high or like you don't have too much of high standards, maybe it would work more so than Tinder and Bumble. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but like one, you're not gonna really get that as much as good matches. You might some of them, which I there was like I think one hot chick that I matched with, but she seemed like even after like matching, it's like she doesn't reciprocate the same type of energy in terms of texting back. You know what I mean? So that's like, ugh. Okay, then that fuck me. Then I'm not gonna fucking focus on that. That's why again, the end of the days, and even what I learned, it's at least better to, in the real world, go out in the real world and meet people. You might get lucky, better there. It's better. It's worth the. It's better than knowing just the headache. I would say. In the games, you at least know straight up from the just seeing how it goes, how to talk to a girl in real life. Not only that, you'll see how the fucking person it looks in real life, right? You'll actually get the idea. That's why it's such better, so much better to go out and about.
Right. Right.
So,
Well,
I mean,
hell
I would
yeah.
have liked actually thinking about it. It would be nice to actually just talk about cold approach today, but honestly, we can save that another video because I think I already have something saved that we can talk about. But other than dating apps, okay, right stuff doesn't really work much for me or yet, or just it's kind of like the typical dating app. Maybe like it's funny, yeah. Like you have like similar qualities with, but again, you have to understand you're battling against other dudes who may just come off as better, more high in demand, just like any other dating app. So it's gonna
Right.
be hard. Um, Dating app in general, my update not much so far, aside from before. Um, but I mean, hey, at least like Emery tried helping me with the bio. I mean, I think the bio is better, so I will give him that. Um, but yeah, but we're gonna talk about other things now. That's really something we want to talk about. This is a short episode because we have things to do. So we want to showcase something since something is a trending topic right now. Not necessarily, I think, anymore, but this was trending recently. I think what's her? I think was it the person who replaced Brett Cooper from the comment section mentioned this. I don't know if Steven Crowder might have mentioned this too. I don't know. It's kind of a little popular
Fucking
thing that
cannot stand that guy. He sucks.
who
Steven
Steven Crowder.
Crowder fucking sucks. He's not
Oh really?
funny. He's annoying. He abuses his wife. He's a scumfuck. Steven Crowder is the goddamn worst. Even as a conservative, I think Steven Crowder is probably the worst show you can listen to. I can't fucking stand him. And I'm not even saying he's never said anything right or he's never been correct or he's never even like he might have even fucking if I remember correctly, he was the one who got a hold of the Nashville shooters manifesto and released it. Like, he's done some interesting stuff, but no, fuck that dude's show. I can't like fucking just on the funny factor alone. I don't think he's fucking funny in the slightest. Dude calls himself a comedian, and he has a laugh sign above him that's out of screen, right? That's out of the area, and he presses it so the people in his fucking studio will laugh because they need to know when to laugh because they need to know when the jokes happen because he's not fucking funny. That guy stinks.
Wait, he actually
Fucking
has that?
yes.
Wow.
Is an applause button
Wow.
and a laughter button.
Oh, I did not know that. So I don't know. I'm sure that didn't you like praise the guy before? I thought you did before the whole
I've never been.
abusing.
Righty was a big fan of his. Sean Walker liked him. I did not. I've never been a fan of fucking Steven Crowder in my life. I mean, I might have saw a video back in the day that I thought was good or something, but I've never liked him. I've always thought he was fucking annoying. But regardless, fucking
I don't
some
know.
woman.
You know.
You're gonna tell us about this
Okay.
dating show, right? There's a
Hello.
woman. Can you not hear me?
I thought we were talking about Crowder for a little bit. You don't want to talk about Crowder? Yeah, I can hear you
We
now,
were.
actually.
I'm good. I mean, what else is there to say? If you want to talk about how much you like him, go ahead.
No, no. Listen. I understand why people criticize it, but I thought you were a fan of him, but I guess I'm wrong. We could save that another time. Um, well, oh yeah. So again, people. Let's just say people who watch or cares about who are hopeless romantics and whatever. They like dating and they like women or men problems, whatever. This was a big topic. This was a big topic, especially in the world of people who comment on politics. Um, we had this we had this segment from Love is Blind. Not because it turns out the person was either did not care about LGBT shit or did not care about um, BLM. And now we will react to it. So we're gonna share screen. This is gonna be our kind of first reaction video, actually. So, which is something I hope to do in the future. We hope to do more reaction videos. So today we're gonna react to this. I'm presenting. Sorry about this, Emery. Good. This is a little slow. Entertain the people while you can.
Okay, if you don't know what Love is Blind is, the idea is these people sit there and they talk to each other for, I don't know, a week or two. They get to know each other without seeing each other, and then they decide if they want to marry each
Mhm.
other. And then they see each other in person and they get married. That's the idea behind the show.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for analyzing this show because I don't really care for the show anyways. Okay. So you see the share screen.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Let's play it. Let's react. Okay. Emery,
What I can see your screen.
did you hear the volume? Like,
No, not at all. Holy fucking shit.
are you hearing it?
No. What the fuck?
My phone is kind of. Hello.
Hi, I couldn't hear the video.
Shit. Okay, so let's try to fucking see something or do something. Hold on a second. I'm trying to fix this. Technical difficulties on Modern Romance. There. Sorry about that.
I guess if I'm just
What's
here
your
to
hashtag?
entertain the
What's
people,
your
I gotta say,
what's your
all of you people watching right now, you wrestling fans, you wrestling people, the only thing I gotta say to you, grow the fuck up, get an actual interest, maybe. Like, maybe go outside and find actual art or something, make a friend, do something with your fucking life, aside from watching fucking wrestling all day. Are you fucking 5 years old? Like, what are you people doing? Every fucking time I come on here, it's fucking if on the fucking off chance that I decide to watch one of these when they go live, like on Thursday or whatever, it's the same five fucking people commenting on it with the same wrestling profiles and the same fucking stupid wrestling usernames. Grow up. Mandy Golden Goddess fan, I'm talking to you. Grow up. Get a new fucking identity. Do something else. At least stop advertising the fact that you're a wrestling fan. There's nothing more lame than that. You could fucking act like, you could say, hey, I'm a member of NAMBLA, and I would think that was less pathetic than being a fucking proud wrestling fan. I'm kidding about that. Obviously, being a pedophile is worse, but you get me. It's around the same level of lame. Like fucking, it's just gross. What are you people doing? He left. He fucking left. He left at that. Holy shit. Holy shit. Well, everybody, I guess you know how I feel about wrestling now. Oh my god. This fucking dude, all he says is, one day I'm gonna turn on the fans. I'm gonna turn on the fans. I had the balls to do it. And all I was doing was bullshitting because I get annoyed at seeing Mandy Golden Goddess fans sitting around. Well, hey, Mandy, if you're watching, I'm sure you're a good person, you know? I'm sure that behind the account, there's a human being in there who contributes to society and does something, at least has a family, has people that they associate with. Uh, so be proud of that. Be proud of that. But regardless, stop the wrestling. Wrestling is for babies and 5-year-olds. And there's the only reason you should ever be watching wrestling as a grown up is one, if you have kids. Two, if there are kids around you, that like you're an uncle, and it's like I'm the uncle who's gonna watch John Cena with you. You do that maybe, or you're nostalgic for it, and you're just you're like might be interesting to go back and watch some Steve Austin stuff that I saw when I was 8 years old. But aside from that, no, I would give that a no go.
Hello.
Hey,
Okay, I don't know why I'm not being shown. I guess this whole screen share was a little failure.
I
Um,
thought you left. I thought that I scared you off with my meanness.
no, no. Okay, I don't know. Oh, man, we're having little technical difficulties right here on the Rubber Man's channel. Apparently you're ranting on wrestling, which is good. I like that. Okay. Okay. Let's try to more time. And if you don't hear the audio, I'm just gonna just quote it as we go. Okay. And we're gonna try and make this quick.
I mean, I've
All
I've seen this video. We can
right.
relay it without watching it. It's
I'm
not
sorry for
hard.
the. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you? Do you see the video though?
No, I don't. I think that it's just
Okay.
not
Let's
going to
try to.
cooperate. I think it would be better if
Okay.
we just said what it was at this point.
Can you go through it and talk about it since
Okay,
I don't
so
really
they're
remember?
about to get married. They've decided yes, they're going to get married. This girl and this guy. They've only been talking for a couple of weeks, but they've already decided, hey, we're going to get married now. They get on stage together or whatever it is. It looks like a Vegas wedding. Not very many people are there. You got a few people there. They're standing on the stage,
Mhm.
about to get married, and she says, "Hey, I got to tell you," in front of all the people too, which is kind of fucked up. In front of all these people, she says, "Hey, it would be best if we didn't continue. If we didn't get married, I think you're a great person and I love you. However, you don't care about Black Lives Matter or LGBT rights." Um, there are a couple of things I have to say about that. One thing, sure, that's a really dumb reason not to fucking go out with somebody. However, as a caveat to that, really good that that dude found out now and not later after they got married that there was a fucking problem. Like, it was a good thing that it was over with before he ever signed the contract and fucking signed his life away. So good on him for that. Uh, and also, what the fuck do you expect? You're on a dating show where you get married after knowing each other for fucking 2 weeks. Fucking, I wouldn't even advise getting married knowing somebody for 6 months, let alone fucking 2 weeks. Fucking, you actually have to fucking get to know the person and know that they're fucking compatible with you and know that they're right for you. And the fucking, this idea that like I'm gonna know that in the first 2 weeks is ridiculous, especially not knowing the person. If they had actually gone on a bunch of dates or something in that 2 week span and really got to know each other and got close or something, that would make sense. Maybe even then I would advise against it. But 2 weeks of knowing each other, fuck. Oh man, someone's gonna come in here and be like, actually, it's 4 weeks. I don't care. It's a short amount of time. It doesn't matter what the amount of time is. For the catch of the show to work, it needs to be a short amount of time. And that short amount of time is not gonna fucking get you anywhere. So this Love is Blind shit is destined to fail. And if I remember reading correctly, I think it's 80% of the marriages that happen on that show end in divorce anyway. So what'd you expect? It's kind of my
It's
two
just my
cents.
thing is like, how did they find? How did she? Okay, how did she find out though? Like like I would just want to get the context. Like, where's the context? Like how she found out he doesn't care for Black Lives Matter and LGBT. You know what I mean? Like, what's the context of
Well,
that?
she had
Like, how did
mentioned
that come to
in the
play?
clip
Like
in
they
the
like,
clip
oh,
she's talking
I
to her
don't like
mom.
LGBT. I don't like Black Lives Matter. Like, it was that the thing.
In the clip, she's talking to her mom in the
What?
car, and she said that they had been out together and that she had asked him, "What do you think of Black Lives Matter? What do you think of LGBT?" And his answer was, "Well, I never really thought about it, or for Black Lives Matter." And then the LGBT thing had to do with the fact that he was a religious man who goes to church, and his church taught traditional views on LGBT. And she was against that idea of marrying somebody who wasn't woke enough. And if that's the case, whatever. I'm glad for that guy that he got out of it. Like, good on him. Like, it's ultimately better for him in the fucking long run
Mm.
that
Oh.
this chick isn't around anymore.
Mm. Yeah. Actually, I mean, I agree with that. It's better. Okay, so yeah, I forgot that little part. Okay, my 2 cents now. It's not too different what you said. I totally agree. Like, it's better for him to know than, I don't know, an eventual divorce of a probably a bad marriage. It's
Yeah.
just like, I think that when people talk about like how this, I just think when people talk about this and like why this is such a big clip to talk about is because like it shows the issues of what how basically maybe like the problems with women, like they'll use that as an example to like discredit a guy as a good partner for them, right? Or that's like the type of attitude. I'm not trying to like hate on women or whatever. Again, it's just maybe like the whole modern women issue where they'll see that as if you're all misogynistic or homophobic, or you hate stuff like that. Like that whole, like they'll deem it something like, if you don't care for like some progressive bullshit, something that's progressive, something that's like, woke, that that's good. Apparently, oh, you're not a good person for me. You're not like, whatever happened to being a good person. You know what I mean? Being a good provider, someone who's loving, supportive. You're, again, the second version of you, but it all takes a little stupid like political dumb woke ideology to like end a marriage. Again, it should always in marriage, it should always include same interests and values. Then it's going to lead to like more arguments and an unhappy marriage. But like, I feel like, a little few disagreements is not always like, always going to be the end of the world to like, keep a marriage from like not happening. It just seems like just one little, like, it's like, what I'm trying to say is, it's like we live in a world where you just have one little argument, it could always lead to a marriage ending. It's like, back in the days of actual good committed marriages, you had like, you'll have an argument, but you work through it. You actually talk about it, because marriage is not supposed to be all sunshine and rainbows. It's supposed to, like, yeah, you'll have phases of a little issue, but it doesn't mean that you'll immediately get a divorce. It feels like divorce rates are so easy to be attained of just by a little fucking argument and a little disagreement.
Mm-hmm. Divorce is bad. I agree. Shouldn't be happening. 50% of marriages end in divorce because people don't actually know what marriage is. I would argue that the majority of marriages are probably illegitimate because they're not religious. I think that if you want to have a marriage, it needs to be a religious sacrament. And then people kind of get married as a legal contract. And I mean, if you consider that marriage, fine, but I don't. That's a fucking legal contract. A marriage is a religious sacrament that you and another person take on together. It's not, the government has nothing to do with it. And I think that that's probably the biggest fucking problem with it when we talk about marriage rights and marriage equality and marriage everything, is because we let the fucking government get involved with it. If we didn't do that, then I think it wouldn't be as big of a fucking deal. And here I am alone again. So don't know why this keeps happening. I don't know why his internet keeps fucking up as bad as it is. But I take that as a good cue to end this. Uh I have to go to bed. I have a big day tomorrow. It's been a good time talking to you guys, I guess. Don't know why any of you would give a fuck what I have to say about anything. I don't know why you're watching this program. It stinks. Have a good night, everybody.
Oh shit. Damn, looks like Emery sadly left. Oof. So yeah, this is definitely one of the weird technical difficulty episodes of modern romance. Um, yeah, I think we already kind of gave our 2 cents of what we have to say. I just want to like update. Just want to make sure Emery. On. Okay. I think we kind of already talked what we have to say. I think we're gonna end this video quickly. Emery does have to do things. Yeah, I think that's really it. You know, Love Is Blind. It's your typical reality show, but again, the whole idea that people are complaining about is the whole, um, again, the whole political ideologies, like where like every you can't, God forbid, you can't have something like you can disagree of, and that'll be okay. It's always about like, oh, politics will divide you as human, unfortunately, which is absolutely a darn shame. It's not good. It's not good to have something like that where it'll be an issue where you can absolutely have not have a loving, happy relationship because of that. It sucks. Totally sucks. Absolutely. Um, I'm just trying to make sure everything secure. Um, Sorry about this. Um, Man, my computer's really slow today. This is a failure of an episode. Um, but yeah, I think that's not much to really say, folks. If there's anything else to really say in the future, we'll say in the future. But yeah, I'm not gonna try to drag this episode. All you need to know is just it's just a darn dumb clip about dumb shit going on, and it just sucks that a little issue and how politics will ruin the world now while wokeness have ruined marriages. That's all we have to say. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, people. That's my thoughts. Till next time, peace. Yeah, bye. Thank you very much for joining. All around world, all you need is love. Stay tuned to the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this little weird mini episode. Peace. Yeah, bye.